Hello everyone. I have a great Dollar Tree haul for you today. And I'm trying to get this to you early so that you can get out this weekend and find these great things yourself. I did get the chance to go to Dollar Tree, and I don't know why I'm doing this, but I did get the chance to go to Dollar Tree yesterday on my lunch break. It is Friday about 5:30. Thank goodness for Fridays at 5:30. We all can celebrate that who have a long work week. But I want to get these things out to you so that you can go out and find them yourself if they interest you. So we'll get started. And we are in a different place of my house. This is my guest bedroom. So here we go. Let's start with Disney Pixar Lightyear 3-pack crayons. So got that. And one thing about when you find these, they're great for $1.25, but sometimes, this was the last pack I saw, but they do come a little, opened up, but that's just in, their packaging and in transit. So no harm, no foul, but for $1.25, I thought that was a great little find. Okay. The next thing I picked up was this Pell, and for $1.25. And what I like about it is I live in a 1975 house, meaning that my laundry room and a lot of things are downstairs. And so I like, if I need to carry like things downstairs to put away, instead of just carrying them under my arm down the staircase, I can put them in this basket. And it's light and flexible. So for $1.25, and it's so springy. They had tan and some other colors, but I really like this. And I'm going to use this to put my Dollar Tree items in. There we go. Okay, so, I got to do my socks. So here are ET socks in a set of 3. So you have, this is my favorite pair. I love that pair. And then we have riding the bicycle across the moon. If you all remember ET. And another little pair that has, I love the little stripes there. So got that. And not only did I get one set, but I got 2 sets. And I have a eBay store, Finds of the NC Foothills. So I may put a set out on eBay. And they had a ton of them, so I didn't get the last 2 sets. So with that. So if you remember my last haul, I found this pair of the Bob Ross socks. And I really wanted to find the other 2. Well, my husband, he found some more of the Bob Ross. So we have this set, we have this, and then we have this set. And am I looking at this right? I think this is 2 pairs. Yes. Oh, they're footies. So these are, yeah. So some are crew and these are footies. So these are 2. I just realized that. So anyway, got my Bob Ross socks. I'll figure that out. And we've got some extras that I need to figure out what's going on. Are they crew socks or are they, I think that's 2 sets of socks. So anyway, got my Bob Ross socks. This is a very interesting, and I don't know if you've seen it. It's the Artist Series, and they're labeled men's, but that's the scenery on the back. It shows what it is. And this one is called The Persistence of Memory. These socks remind me of, again, like at work for men, it's a big thing for them when they do the business casual, but there's some that do the really crazy and funny socks. And this is what this reminds me of. So the next one that I found was called The Garden. And the socks look like that. Are these not the coolest socks? So if you have a man in your life that really likes the cool socks, the Artist Series. And then this is my favorite, Mona Lisa. I love, love, love these socks. I went ahead and got 2 extra pairs of the Mona Lisa because I'd love to keep a pair for myself, and I probably would put this on a stocking stuffer. So the Artist Series, if you see it, definitely grab them. They're so unique. And again, if you've got a man in your life that likes really unique socks, you can't beat this. And they're really nicely made. They feel good. So the Artist Series, if you find them, grab them. Okay, the next thing that I picked up, because I must be wanting it to be summer, was this little hand soap. It's called Happy Daisy Hand Soap. Is that cute? I actually found this one with the garden stuff, you know, the little gnomes and things, the little garden statues. They had this sitting with the garden stuff. So if you think this is cute, and oh, it's on both sides. And it's even textured. You see the little texture and the little daisy middle? That is cute. That's cute for $1.25. And if you don't like the hand soap, you can take it out and put what you like in it. So they had a bunch of these at the one I went to. Now this was a crazy little contraption. It's called the face and neck lifting roller. And it looks like this. Now the way she is sitting, it looks like the rollers are coming out this way. But that's impossible, because if I put it around my head before it comes this way, they just go as far as my ears. So I'm like, that's not gonna work. So I was so curious that I went and I Googled face and neck lifting roller. And Amazon's got one just like this, except it's much bigger and the rollers are much bigger. But it shows her doing this. Now, I'm all about lifting my neck, because at 64, everything falls, and for me it's falling. So, but I don't think this is gonna get it. I don't think that's gonna get it. So I would say save your money on that one. You know, the only way it's gonna lift if I walk around like this. I'm lifted. But other than that, I don't know about that. That's probably going to be a want. And also from last week, the mouse pad that lit up all the way around that I got for $5, it never did work. So I'm going to take it back and get a credit, because not only did it work, but the little plastic on the end where I was clucking to get it to work, it completely fell apart in my hand. So that's going back. I got a Sassy and Chic new sponge, and really the reason I got it is for the little stand. I used to have a little stand, and I don't know what happened to it. I used to have a little gold stand. Pardon me. But yeah, so that way that my blender sponge isn't just sitting on the counter, it's actually sitting up to where it can get air and dry out. So for $1.25, I haven't wet it to see how well it does, but it is very pliable and it's very soft. So I believe this will do just fine. And it feels really like my beauty blender. So I think it's gonna be good. And I like that it has the little stand that it can sit and dry after I've used it. So that I like. That's a good deal. I would definitely use that. Liquid blush. Number one, I love the packaging of this blush. Love it. I got Coral. Now I'm Southern, so my words may not be completely understood, but Coral. There we go, right there. Coral. I used this yesterday, and what I did was I put a few little drops on each side, and I used my brush and I just blended it in. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It just looks like you have a flush. It's pigmented and you see it, but it's not so, you don't have clown cheeks. It's just a very faint blush feeling, and it is really nice. And so when I see this, the next time I go to the Dollar Tree, when I turn in that mouse pad, it doesn't work, I'm gonna get another one of these, because this is really a good liquid blush. I highly recommend this one. So it is in this container. So get that. The next thing that I got was the Perfect Brow Mini Kit by Tony, and it's in this packaging. Now this is really cute, and I like it, but it comes in this little thing, and it's got the dark brown and the brown. You know, for us with brown hair, it's perfect. It's got a highlighter, which is really nice and pigmented, and then it's got wax right here. So I really like this. Now, the way it comes packaged like this inside the container. So it's got like a little magnet, but it's been open like this in the package so long, it doesn't want to stay closed. It wants to pop open. So I'll put something heavy on it, really push it down to where it'll want to stay, because it does have a magnet, but just the way it was packaged, it doesn't want to stay closed. So no biggie, but I like it. It's got good pigmentation. So you see that? Yeah. I said get it. If you got my color hair or darker, great little find from Tony. Okay? And again, that's the Tony Perfect Brow Mini Kit. Looks like that. The only thing I would tell you, Tony, is package it like that. Because when you package it open, it doesn't want to stay closed. That would be my only feedback. But that's not a big deal. It's not a game changer. It's not a big deal. Okay. I got this little change purse. Can you see that? The little sequins on it. Now they had pink and blue and yellow, but I got the white with the sequins. And I'll tell you why. This is the old style. Back when my grandma used to take us to the grocery store, she had her little change purse that had the little balls on top. And that thing, you would hear it snap closed. But it used to be they were a little bit bigger. But I'm going to tell you why I got this. Tell you a little story. So a couple of days ago, I got the text from my pharmacy that says, this is the last day you can pick up your medication. We're going to put it back on the shelf. Have you all got that text? And you're like, man, sometimes it's almost worth paying $6 so just deliver it. But so I went to the pharmacy, to the drive-thru, and young man says, you owe a whopping 2 cents. And I looked at him and I said, I don't have any change. And he said, well, let me see what I got. And he said, well, I come up with a penny. He says, you're going to have to pay a penny to get your medicine. And I was like, I don't have a penny. So I remembered that I had found a quarter on the ground and had thrown it in my passenger side compartment. So I was like, man, and thankfully there was no one behind me. So I backed up from the window, got out, went around, got the quarter. By that time, people were starting to pull in, probably wondering what the heck was I doing. I got back in, strapped back in, went back up, pulled back up to the window, had to wait on him again, and I gave him the quarter, and I said, keep it for someone else who may need change. This is crazy. So I'm going to put some dollars and some little foam rubber. I'm going to put some dollars and some change, and I'm going to put this in my center console so that I don't have that ever happen to me again, to where I don't have any change. Because honestly, that was really ridiculous that the pharmacy, shame on this pharmacy, could not allow me to get my medicine without paying a penny. True story. True story. Okay. The next thing that I got was this container, and I've already put my cleaning supplies in it because I have 3 bathrooms upstairs and I've got one downstairs in the basement. And I don't know about you when you clean, but I put roll of paper towels here. I got this, I got that, and I'm walking from room to room trying to carry everything. And I thought this is a perfect basket to just put all my stuff in that I use, and that way it's all together, and then I can just tuck it back in the linen closet and easy breezy. No worries. Okay, the next thing that I got was, this compact is, for me, it's possessed. It is crazy, it's possessed. So it is the Giovanni Finish Powder Foundation, and I got the beige, and it comes in this little container. So let me tell you. Number one, it took me forever to figure out how to open it. I broke both thumbnails trying to open this little compact. And then I finally figured out there's a little thing you push open. Now, I'm gonna tell you, you push this thing open, this thing is spring loaded. This thing, when I popped it open, it flew across the room, hit the counter, bounced off the counter, and hit the hardwood, not hardwood, but my ceramic tile. And I was like, I know this thing is busted. And then it did it again. So I don't know if I just got one that is spring loaded, but I will tell you, this thing is a booger to open. I'm pushing the button in now. I've pushed this thing in, and this thing has flown through the air so many times, it's probably broke. Let me try to lean over it so that if it flies, it'll just pop me in the head and not fly across the room. If you see something fly across the room, it's just a little compact. Dang it. Now it don't want to do anything. But I will tell you, if you can see it, when it hit the ceramic tile, it cracked all the way down. I don't know if you can see the crack. It cracked all the way down. But the compact inside was good. It didn't even phase the powder. This is insane. Who would package something? Okay, did I break my thumb? Yeah, broke my thumbnail. Dang it. But this is what it looks like. It has the little, now you want to shut, don't you? Oh, I got your game. So it's got a little sponge and then, now I will say this powder is okay. It's very talky. And when you put it on, you can smell the talc. It will sort of take your breath. And it does leave that makeup, what they call it, pancake look. But if you really want to give it a try, the best way to use it is to put it on and then get a sponge, a wet sponge, and then just pat it in. Or use your setting spray and spray it and pat it in. And it will blend better. It's got good color. I mean, it really does have good color. But the packaging is terrible. I mean, this thing flies out of my hand like a mousetrap. I mean, it's crazy. And again, I broke my thumbnail again. So I would say if you're really up for the challenge, get it. If you really are just too tired, especially on a Friday, and you want to pass, I say pass. Look at that crack all the way down the front. I spent more time messing with this than I have anything else. But I was like, you will not beat me. Okay. When I saw the little daffodil soap, I saw these two for $1.25. I didn't get anything for more than $1.25 this time, but they're so cute. Aren't they cute? They had them in the red too, but I'm very neutral, and so I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. Now what I won't do is I won't set them outside because this is not painted, it's not finished, so it's very porous, meaning that if it rains or whatever, it's gonna soak into this porous part. So I can maybe paint it to where it's got some covering. This is painted, you can see the shine, but this is not. It's natural and it's porous. So I think I'm gonna keep it inside, keep both of them inside and find a place for them. Probably on a bookshelf, maybe at the end of a set of books, like I did my little rabbits last week. Probably put them at the end of a set of books or something as like little end pieces, but they're adorable for $1.25, and they got a little bit of good weight to them. So I got those. The last thing that I got, if you find this, let me tell you, I'm wearing it. I've had this eyeshadow on since 6 o'clock this morning, and it's about 6 p.m. this evening, and I have been through it. I have driven to Charlotte. I have stopped at different places. I've been in several meetings today, rubbing my face because I'm a face rubber. I'm very fidgety. You'll see me messing with my hair, fidgeting. It's just nervousness. So For me to still have shadow or even have makeup on at this time of the day is a miracle. But I found this Trend Beauty palette, Summer Vibes. Let me tell you, this palette is beautiful. It is beautiful. Look at the colors. Now you have some shimmer. You do have some shimmers over here on this side. Look at that. Look at that color. Is that not insane? And then on this side, you have your mattes. Which finger did I not get? Right there. So, these are the colors. Are they not beautiful? So this morning, I used this on my lid, and I used this as a blending out shade. I only used 2 colors. But this palette is beautiful for $1.25. It is beautiful. And I went to 3 different Dollar Trees on my lunch break, and this was the only one. This one Dollar Tree was the only one that had these palettes. So just beautiful, beautiful. So with that, I bought 4 more. Because if you watch my videos from before, when I was in the mountains, I found a beautiful lip palette, and they had just put them out, and I only got 1, and I got home and they were beautiful. We drove all the way back up the next day and they were gone, which I knew they would be. So I learned my lesson, and I got 5. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give these 2 away to you. So what I just would ask that you do is to be a subscriber. And thank you for the people who have subscribed to me. It really means the world to me. So be a subscriber. And write me a comment down below what state you live in. I live in North Carolina. So just write below what state you live in, and I'll know that you're interested in these palettes. And what I'll do, because this is Friday, so what I'll do is we'll run it till Wednesday. We'll do it through Wednesday. Because normally by the 4th day, no one's watching my videos. So we'll run it until next Wednesday. And what I'll do is I'll put in the title, closed. And for those that commented, and if I only have 2 people comment, I have 2 winners. But what we'll do is I'll put all of the names in a jar, and I'll just have my husband to pick a name. We'll pick 2 names. Pick 2 names. And I will ask you, and I'll put my email address in the description, and I'll just ask you to email me. I'll respond to your comment and say congratulations, and I'll just ask you to email me, and then we'll go from there. And being that I also have an eBay store, I'm at the post office about every day. So as soon as we close this out, you'll get your palettes. So again, it's a beautiful, beautiful palette. If you're interested, if you're not interested, just pass on it, you know. And you may find it yourself this weekend. If you do, grab it. I'm telling you, grab for $1.25. I got 5 palettes for what, $6.25 for 5 palettes. This color right here, this peachy color, is gorgeous. So with that, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with me. It means the world to me that people actually take their precious time given to them on this earth to spend it with me. And I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. So with that, be good to yourself. Because if you're not good to yourself, how can you be good to anybody else? Bye. Have a good weekend.